Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a video about some anime that I've been watching recently because I've been watching a lot of anime again in the past few weeks and I'm in such a mood for so many anime. It's just overwhelming, like always with anime, and normally I fall into like this deep pit of anime watching like a few times a year where I'm like just continuously watching all the seasons that just came out in the past few like years, and I'm just trying to like get up to date again with what's new and what's really popular and stuff, even though some of the popular stuff I'm not interested in. But anyhow, let's talk about some anime that I've been watching in the past few weeks. The one that I started with, which put me like back into a really huge like anime mood, was Vinland Saga. It has 24 episodes and it's actually set a few hundred years back where Denmark was at war with England, and we start the story off at Iceland with a young boy called Thorfinn and his father Thors. We have that young boy who idolizes his father, who is a really great warrior, but really has a heart of gold. That's at least what you see of him. At one point, his father is being killed by a man, and Thorfinn witnesses that. And after that, he is basically out for revenge and wants to kill the person that killed his father. After that, it's just a lot of fighting, a lot of war. A lot of people are getting killed. It's just very bitter, it's very heavy, it's a lot of warfare in this anime, and it's very hopeless. That's what I thought when I watched it. It was great, don't get me wrong. It was a really good anime in my opinion, but if you want something light with a lot of humor and something that makes you feel good, I don't think Vinland Saga is the one that you want to watch then, because like I said, there's a lot of warfare, a lot of bloodshed, and just you're very frustrated at times because you feel with the main character, but at times you also don't. It's like he's a really like gray character which I normally really enjoy, and I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the main character as well. There's not many characters that I truly loved in this because they're all so freaking like complicated and so evil at times. The guy who killed the main character's father, he's so freaking evil, but in a really smart and clever way, which makes you kind of admire him but also really hate him, which is a thing that was done very brilliantly, I think. And just in general, I really enjoyed Vinland Saga. It was super interesting. You learn a lot about like the history as well that was going on at that time and who fought who and all that stuff. But like I said, it was very heavy, very bloody, and very hopeless, but also sometimes a little bit hopeful. Just sometimes. But I enjoyed it. It was cool. Animation was great as well. You were doing a great work like always. So yeah, if you like something with warfare, a vicious main character, a revenge story, you will love Vinland Saga. Then I started watching Dragon Ball Super, which is the continuation of Dragon Ball after it stopped in Dragon Ball Z. So we have all our typical main characters. We have Vegeta, we have Goku, we have all the good people there, but everything happens after the Buu saga. I always wanted to start Dragon Ball Super, but it has over 130 episodes and I just can't deal with that. It's too long. I only watched the first like 20 episodes so far and I can't say much about it yet, except that it's very ridiculous. Like the humor is forefront. There's obviously some martial arts and fighting and everything, obviously, because this is Dragon Ball, right? But a lot of the people are just so ridiculous. Like the humor is so, I don't know if I like it or if I don't. Like, I think it still fits with the whole, like, feeling of Dragon Ball and what Dragon Ball Super is trying to be. But it's still, like, I feel like I have to watch a bit more to really, like, say a lot about it. I still love Goku with all my heart. It's so interesting because like Dragon Ball was the manga that I first started off with like 20 years ago or something, and I still love Goku so very much, and that was so interesting to see, to like have my like childhood hero, like seeing him again and still have like this unconditional love for him, which was really interesting. And yeah, I like it though, because like the new villain in this, like he is a god of destruction, but he looks like a cat, and he's really kind of cute and like interesting, and I like him a lot because I don't think he's very evil. He just does what he wants to do but doesn't feel like bad about it, and he doesn't know it in any other way, and I can get behind that. So I will see how it goes. I like the animation so far. It's very like a level up from Dragon Ball Z, like years and years and years ago. So yeah, I will see how it is. It's interesting though because I'm watching it in Japanese, obviously, and I watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z in German when I was younger. So I still have all the German voices in my head from all the characters, and it's kind of weird to watch it in Japanese right now because I don't like, they don't fit with my like the voices that I have in my head of them, which is interesting because I watch all my anime in Japanese normally, but except for this one when I was younger. I don't know, it's interesting, but yeah, I will continue with it. One day, I will even maybe finish it. Who knows? Then I watched a small OVA movie that is called Seagal A Castithan, and that is a shoujo ai anime that is like 1 hour long, and we follow two girls who fall in love in high school and who experience their first love and how it is to be in a relationship and what to expect of it and how to be in a relationship, and it's just like this really sweet, fluffy young love thing and how to come to terms with it, that they go off to college and what to do about it and all that young love plot. And it was super sweet. The animation was gorgeous. The characters were super sweet. Highly recommend it if you like something romantic where two girls fall in love. Super, super sweet. I adored this. Then I watched Hajime no Ippo, the new Challenger, which is the second season, I think. And oh my freaking god. Hajime no Ippo, like, it's so freaking amazing. I love the first season, obviously. It's so freaking good. But this one as well, like, it blew my mind. Like, I sat there sometimes, like, my hands on my face, and I was like, it was so suspenseful. It was so exciting and just so devastating at times because I really feel with, like, these boxing men, and it's ridiculous that I feel that hard for that, like, that I'm getting so emotional over these animated characters who are boxing. But it's so freaking good. Oh my god, like the last few episodes, just like I couldn't breathe sometimes because I was so like shocked and like so into it. Absolutely incredible. Hajime no Ippo continues to be outstanding. Highly recommend it. If you like sports anime, please watch Hajime no Ippo. The humor is maybe something not for everyone because it's very, very dirty at times. Maybe someone would call it very like old man humor. I don't know, but for me it's fine because I'm like very used to Japanese humor in all the different kinds. So I love this. Absolutely incredible. Hajime no Ippo, one of the best sports anime I've ever watched. I cannot wait to watch the next season afterwards, and it's going to be so good. I know it already. Then I watched Natsume Eugene Shouroku, which is season 6 of Natsume Eugene Show. So I'm now finally finished with all the seasons of Natsume Eugene Show. Like always, absolutely beautiful. We have our main character Natsume, who can see yokai, and we just follow him, how he deals with yokai on a daily basis, how he like spends time with his friends, and it's absolutely lovely. It's slice of life and sometimes a little bit dramatic, a little bit sad as well. It's an episodic anime, so normally every episode is like done in itself. Absolutely gorgeous, like always. I love Natsume Eugene Show. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. Highly recommend it if you want something with yokai, with a beautiful main character who slowly opens up to the people around him, but who's very soft-spoken and very very lovely. He's so lovely. I love Natsume. So yeah, highly recommend it. I loved it. It was beautiful. Then I started watching Ennen Shobutai, which is, I think, Fire Force in English, and it's about pyromaniac firefighters, basically, which sounds ridiculous, and it is. It was not on my list of anime that I wanted to watch in the next few weeks, but I was like, this sounds so ridiculous, and it's by the same author who made Soul Eater, so let's just try it. Let's see how it goes. Maybe it's great. And it is so far. Like, I watched the first 12 episodes or something up until now, and it's really interesting. We have Shinra, who is our main character, and he is super cute, and he is one of the firefighters that we follow in the whole anime. So we have different divisions in this anime of like different kinds of fire force divisions, and Shinra is in Division 8, and it's kind of like a group of people who want to investigate why people catch on fire, because in this society the main problem is that people suddenly combust into fire and then they burn and then they die, and that's why there are these fire force fighters, because they also have fire, obviously, like they're pyromaniacs and they can control fire, so they're being called to the scenes where people combust into fire to deal with the situation. But something causes that problem. Like, why do people suddenly combust into fire? Who knows? We sure as hell don't. And that's what Division 8 is trying to find out in this anime. So far, it's really cool. Like I said, the animation is so good, and the sounds in this, like the audio is so good. Like, the sound effects are so amazing. Like how the fire is like combusting, and just in the fighting scenes, it's so well done. I like it a lot. Like, just the sounds, how they're fighting and all the fire stuff. Great. I love it. It's really, really cool, and I cannot wait to continue watching it. And the last one that I have watched in the past few weeks is Dr. Stone. Oh my freaking god. That was so good. If you have not watched Dr. Stone yet, please, I beg of you, please just watch it. You will not regret it. This one as well was not on my list whatsoever of anime that I wanted to watch. I'm so glad that I did. I watched it in 2 days. It was so freaking good. At the beginning of Dr. Stone, the whole humanity is turned into stone. We don't know what causes it, but every single person is turned into a stone statue, basically. Years and years and years go by, and our main character, Senku, is being freed from his stone cage and is being normal and alive and out and about. But over 3,000 years have passed now, so the whole world is completely different. It's now basically back into the Stone Age, and Senku is making it his mission to rescue humanity and turn all of these stone-turned people back into normal living human beings. And this is just what we follow. It's basically a scientific Stone Age anime, and it's freaking great. You will not be disappointed. Every single episode is so smart. It's so cool. You just get really sucked into the characters and the plot and all the scientific explanations. You learn something while watching it, and it's so outstanding. Like, I was so surprised by how much I actually like this, and how much I like the characters, and just how much it makes you want to keep watching it, because after every episode I was like, okay, just one more episode, and then one more episode. It's just, you cannot stop watching it, basically. Highly recommend it. It's incredible. Animation is wonderful. Music is great. Characters are super interesting, especially Senku is so smart and cool and evil at times, and it's so great. Wonderful. I started reading the manga just recently as well. I cannot praise Dr. Stone high enough. Like, amazing. Please watch it. It's great. So yeah, these are all the anime that I have watched in the past few weeks. Please let me know if you watched any of these anime and what you thought about them, and if you liked them or hated them, or if you're just as excited as I was about Dr. Stone. So yeah, this is all I can say about all the anime that I have watched. And I hope that you're all having a great day when you're watching this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!